Rajim, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Sandeep and I'm a foundation level student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So viewers, today I come with the colony and our conversation to list chat GPT. So viewers, first I connect. So today's our topic is today's our topic is all right, how a simple affirmation came to be. So first I connect to ChatGPT and then we start our conversation. Hello ChatGPT, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How can I help you today?
Okay, today I want to talk you on a topic named all right, how this simple affirmation came to be. Are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready. The word all right has an interesting history. It evolved as a combination of all right and became more widely accepted in informal language over time. We can dive deeper into how it came to be and how it's evolved. Let me know what specific angles you're curious about.
Okay, so my first question to you is where did the word all right originate from? Give me a long and explained answer.
Absolutely. The word all right is essentially a contraction of the phrase all right. Its origins date back to the 19th century. Initially, the phrase all right was used to mean correct or satisfactory. Over time, people started to use all right as a more informal, streamlined version. It first appeared in print around the 1800s and it gradually gained popularity in both spoken and written English. In the early days, all right was often considered non-standard or informal, and some grammarians discouraged its use. However, by the 20th century, it became widely accepted and integrated into everyday language. Today, it's completely normal in both casual and more formal contexts, though some people still prefer the two-word version, all right, in more formal writing. So it's a blend of linguistic evolution and changing social norms that led all right to become the word we know today.
Okay, nice. So my next question is how is all that connected to all right linguistically? Give me a long and explain answer.
Absolutely. Linguistically, the connection between all right and all right is all about how language naturally evolves. Originally, all right was a phrase composed of two separate words that meant completely correct or entirely satisfactory. Over time, as people used it more frequently, they started to blend the words together, dropping the space and sometimes even the hyphen. This blending is a common phenomenon in English where phrases get shortened and simplified over the years. From a phonetic perspective, all right is easier and quicker to say than all right. And the sufficiency in speech is one of the main drivers behind its evolution. Additionally, the consistency of the meaning stayed the same, so there was no loss in clarity, making all right just as effective in communication. In essence, the linguistic connection is a natural simplification process where convenience and ease of pronunciation led to all right becoming a standard term. It's a perfect example of how language evolves and adapts to the way people naturally speak.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is when was all right first recorded in English writing?
Great question. The earliest recorded instances of all right in English writing date back to the mid 19th century. One of the earliest known uses is found in the novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, published in 1876. In that book, Twain used all right to reflect a more conversational, informal tone, which was part of his style of capturing natural speech. Before that, the phrase all right was commonly used, but the single word all right took a bit longer to become widely accepted and recognized. It was definitely a gradual process, and by the late 19th and early 20th centuries, it became more standardized and accepted in everyday language. If you have any more
Okay,
questions,
okay, nice, nice, nice. So my next can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Feel free to let me know your next question whenever you're ready.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you, my next question to you is, how do the English spelling reforms or informal usage influence? All right.
That's a really interesting angle. English spelling reforms and informal usage have definitely played a role in the evolution of all right. Throughout history, English spelling has been influenced by various trends from the standardization movements in the 18th and 19th centuries to the more modern and formal tendencies in everyday speech and writing, as people began to favor quicker, more convenient forms of communication, especially in informal contexts like letters, notes, and eventually digital communication. The single word form, all right, started to gain traction. This informal usage often pushed the boundaries of traditional spelling norms, and over time, it became more accepted in dictionaries and style guides. In fact, some of the acceptance of all right in formal writing has come from its widespread use in informal contexts. Essentially, the blending of casual speech patterns and evolving spelling conventions helped all right become a standard and accepted form in modern English. It's a fascinating example of how language is always evolving.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is, which dictionary first recognized all right as a exceptional word?
That's a great question. The recognition of all right as an accepted word happened gradually across multiple dictionaries. One of the earliest dictionaries to officially recognize all right was the Oxford English Dictionary, OED. OED began including all right in its entries in the early 20th century, reflecting the growing acceptance of the word in both spoken and written English. Similarly, other dictionaries like Merriam-Webster and American Heritage also started to include it in their editions as the word became more mainstream. The shift was largely driven by common usage and the word's presence in day speech. So, well, dictionary that first recognized it, the OED played a key role in giving it that formal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
So
If you have
continue
any
your
more
answer, please.
questions or anything else, of course, to continue from where we left off, as all right gained traction in
Please
common
continue with
usage,
your
more and more dictionaries
answer.
up
Can you please continue
all
it?
right had become well established in both. Of course, by the mid 20th century, all right had become well established in both everyday speech and written community. Dictionary, Merriam-Webster, the American Heritage Dictionary, began to list it as a standard acceptable form. This was solidified by its appearance, media, and everyday writing. Over time, this helped all right graded into standard English, and today it's broadly accepted in both formal and informal contexts. It's a great example of which naturally evolves and adapts over time.
Okay, nice. So my next question. Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that, which debates surrounded the spelling of all right in 10th and 20th centuries?
A fascinating topic. During the 19th and 20th centuries, there was quite a bit of debate around the spelling right. Many traditional grammarians, language purists preferred the two-word version, all right, considering all right to be informal or even incorrect. They argue that option original phrase and that it didn't maintain the clarity or formality of the two-word version. On the other hand, and growing number of journalists and linguists advocated for all right as a more concise and
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is, how did regional dialects shape the pronunciation? and acceptance of all right?
That's a really intriguing question. Regional dialect definitely played a significant role in shaping how all right is pronounced and accepted. In some regions, especially with more relaxed informal patterns, the contraction all right would naturally emerge and become more popular. For instance, in certain dialects of English, like those in the United States or the UK, the blending of words and dropping of certain sounds is pretty common, which they feel more natural, easier to say. Additionally, regional accents influenced how the word was pronounced and how it was perceived. In some areas, the pronunciation might have been more clicked or more fluid, making all right sound like a natural fit in the local vernacular. These regional influences help to acceptance of all right. Other areas making it more universally recognized and used. In short, the interplay between regional dialects and the evolving language norms really shaped how all right was embraced and became a standard part of English.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that how so my next question to you is that how
No worries. Take your time. Whenever you're ready.
how does the formation of all right reveal about the natural evolution of language?
That's a great question. The formation of all right really highlights how language naturally evolves to meet the needs of its speakers. Over time, people tend to shorten phrases for convenience, and that process of contraction, a natural part of linguistic evolution, shows how language is flexible and adapts to the patterns of everyday communication. Additionally, the acceptance of all right over time reflects the dynamic nature of language, where usage and context influence become standard. It also shows that language is effort of it.
Okay, nice
No
answer.
worries at
So
all. Whenever you're ready.
my next question to you is why do some minis get grammarians
Got it.
still
Feel free to.
reject all right?
Absolutely, I'm here for it. Just let me know what you'd like to dive into about why some grammarians are critical of all right, and
Now
we
it's
can
my
explore that
question.
further.
Why do some grammarians still reject all right?
Great question. Some grammarians still reject all right, mainly due to traditional language standards and the belief that it's less formal or less precise than
10
the
minute की रह गई
two-word
मेरे को.
form all right.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is why is all right often used as a standalone affirmation? Give me a long and explain. काम मेरा मैंने काम करना भी. Please continue with your answer.
Absolutely. So, all right is often as a affirmation because it's short, simple, and versatile. Over time, it's become a convenient and efficient way to express agreement, acceptance, or confirmation. In casual conversations, it's just a natural and quick response that's easy to say and understand. Additionally, the evolution of informal language has made all right or even casual check-in. It also fits well in both spoken and written contexts, allowing people to quickly acknowledge something without needing a more elaborate response. All of you,
Please continue with your answer.
all right. Of course, no problem.
Please continue with your answer.
Whenever you're ready. Absolutely.
Please continue with your answer. Please continue with your answer.
Of course. So all these factors.
Please continue with
No
your
worries
answer.
at all. Absolutely. So all these factors combined.
Please continue with your answer.
Of course. So all these factors combined, the ease of pronunciation, the convenience of a single word, and the informal nature of modern communication have really helped All Right become a standard affirmation. It's now widely accepted in both casual and even some formal contexts, making it a flexible and practical part of the language.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is okay, nice. So my next question to you is all right more than modern or informal than all right?
Absolutely. In general, all right is considered more informal and casual compared to all right, which is often seen as the more formal or traditional version. While all right is widely accepted in modern usage, some formal writing styles, academic contexts, and certain publications still prefer all right. Ultimately, it often comes down to the context and the level of formality required.
Okay, okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that why did all right enter popular culture? भाई साहब, हाँ ये देखिए और क्या
Absolutely. Of course. So the popularity of All Right in pop culture really stems from its simplicity and relatability. It's often used in movies, music, and everyday conversations because it sounds natural and approachable. This casual vibe makes it resonate with a wide audience, and it fits perfectly into informal dialogue. Over time, this widespread usage in pop culture has helped cement All Right as a familiar and accepted term. It's really a blend of linguistic evolution and cultural influence.
Okay, okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that which famous songs or movies popularized all right?
Great question. There are quite a few famous examples. For instance, in music, you have songs like All Right by Kendrick Lamar, which became an anthem of resilience and positivity. In film, you'll find the word all right often used in dialogue to convey agreement or reassurance. For example, in the classic film, The Blues Brothers, the word pops up frequently in casual conversation. Also in TV shows, you'll often hear characters use all right to signal that things are fine or to affirm something. It's a really versatile word that shows up across a ton of popular media.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that how do artists like Kendrick Lamar all right influence its meaning?
That's a fantastic question. Artists like Kendrick Lamar have a profound impact on the meaning and perception of words like all right by embedding them in their music, lyrics, and cultural messages. When a word is used in a powerful anthem like Kendrick's All Right, it can take on new layers of meaning. In that song, All Right becomes a symbol of hope, resilience, and solidarity, especially within the context of social movements. Moreover, when artists use a word repeatedly in their work, it can influence how audiences perceive it, making it more meaningful and resonant. This kind of cultural influence helps words like all right transcend their simple meaning and become a part of larger narratives and movements. It's a great example of how language and art intertwine.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that nice answer. So my next question to you is Why already often linked to reassurance in times in of struggle.
That's a really thoughtful question. The word all right often links to resilience and reassurance during times of struggle because it carries a sense of calm acceptance and hope. When people use all right in challenging situations, it often serves as a way to acknowledge difficulties while also maintaining a hopeful perspective. It's a comforting affirmation that suggests that despite the challenges, things will be okay. This makes all right a powerful, reassuring word in moments of adversity, helping people find a sense of calm and endurance.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is, what makes all right such a universal yet personal word?
That's a wonderful question. What makes all right so universal is its simplicity and versatility. It's a word that transcends cultural and linguistic boundaries because it's easy to understand and use in a variety of contexts. It's both reassuring and casual, which means it fits well in everyday conversation and even in more serious moments. Additionally, its adaptability means that it can carry different nuances depending on tone and context, making it relatable to many people around the world. This universal appeal, combined with its comforting and affirming nature, makes all right a truly remarkable word.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question here is that, why do people say all right to calm themselves or others?
That's a great question. People often use all right to calm themselves or others because it carries a reassuring and comforting tone. It's a simple, affirming word that helps acknowledge a situation without adding stress or negativity. When someone says all right, it can signal acceptance and a willingness to move forward, which can be very soothing. It's also a way to create a sense of calm and stability, helping to ease anxiety or tension. It's really about providing a gentle reassurance that everything will be okay.
Nice answer. So my next question to you is that, how has all right evolved in music, social media, and books? Like, give me a long and explain answer. You?
Absolutely. Over the years, All Right has really adapted to the digital age, especially on social media and various online platforms. On social media, All Right often shows up as a quick, casual confirmation or even a way to acknowledge something without diving into deeper explanations. It's become a kind of shorthand that conveys agreement, understanding, or acceptance in just a single word. In texting and online chats, it's often used as a quick response, making conversations more efficient and informal. It's also become a part of internet memes and pop culture references where it can be used humorously or ironically to reflect a laid back attitude. Moreover, on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, all right can be used in short, witty comments that convey a sense of coolness or nonchalance. It's really become a flexible part of digital communication, reflecting how language continues to evolve with technology. It's fascinating how all right has found its own unique place in the digital landscape.
वो कैसे करते हैं विंडो बंद होगी हो तो क्या करते हैं
देख
क्या दबाते
पापा विंडो कॉलिंग करते रुक जा विंडो शिफ्ट टी Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is that, why do younger generation favor all right over all right? Give me a long and explain answer.
Absolutely. One of the main reasons younger generations tend to favor all right over all right is the simplicity and efficiency of the single word. In the fast paced world of texting, social media, and quick digital communication, brevity is key. All right is quicker to type, easier to say, and feels more streamlined, which align perfectly with the fast, informal nature of modern communication. Additionally, all right has a more relaxed, approachable vibe, making it feel more conversational and relatable. Younger people often gravitate toward language that feels more authentic and less formal, and all right captures that tone perfectly. Moreover, pop culture plays a big role as well. Many influencers, celebrities, and content creators use all right in their posts and videos, which helps reinforce its popularity and makes it feel like the go-to choice for the younger generation. In essence, it's a blend of convenience, cultural influence, and a desire for a more relaxed, modern tone that really drives the preference for all right among younger people.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. If there's anything else you'd like to know or dive into, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, nice. So viewers, ये हमारी कॉल लेने के अंदर इश्यू आ रहा था, तो हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं दोबारा कॉल लेने के साथ. सो कॉल लेनी मेरा आपसे लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये होगा कि इन व्हाट वे डज ऑलरेडी रिफ्लेक्ट अ ग्लोबल लैंग्वेज ऑफ रिश्योरेंस इन डिजिटल एरा.
जरूर मैं
आपसे
ठीक है.
so my next question to you is that in what way does alright reflect a global language of insurance in digital era?
That's a really interesting question. In the digital era, all right reflects the global language of reassurance and simplicity. Because it's short, easy to type, and universally understood, it's become a kind of common ground across different cultures and languages. On social media and digital platforms, it's used globally to convey calm, acceptance, and positivity, regardless of the native language of the speaker. This universality helps bridge communication gaps, making all right a powerful example of how digital language evolves into something more inclusive and universally understood.
Okay, nice. So Allah Hafiz, goodbye. Thank you for conversation with me.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Have a great one and take care. Goodbye.
So we will end our today's call. Any other topic on such topic like on the topic of all right, how the simple affirmation came to be. So meet you in another call. I hope you like it. So love is constant in the